All right, good morning, everyone. Let's just been experimenting in Photoshop here. So what we're going to do is we are going to look at various woodcuts from Albrecht Durer, who was a 16th century artist. They're all taken from this book here, Complete Woodcuts of Albrecht Durer. A little ambient music here. There we go. So I'm preparing for an article I'll be posting on Substack about the woodcuts of Albrecht Durer, and I found that studying these have been quite inspiring. So together we're going to learn what we can about Albrecht Durer, starting with this piece here, which is called Lamentations for Christ. So what we're studying here is not the details. We're going to study composition, which is what is of most interest to me. So immediately what I'm drawn to, my eye, is this here. This line, and then this line. To me, these are the strongest lines in the composition. Even with this, right? So it forms a cross, which is something that we see a lot in Durer's work. But if we look, so why? So we've got a hill that goes down here and a hill that goes down there. But does this work? There we go. To me, all these faces have a special interest. If we zoom in, see that this one I want to redo. They're all kind of light colored, right? But Christ here, who also has a halo, his face is darker. So I'm thinking maybe that represents his death, right? So they're all living. You got more light, and the halo's light. Another strong line, of course, is this one here. So let's kind of look at them all simultaneously. Find the right one here. There's two overlapping ones, don't need that. And then we also have, let's change the color so it's not too confusing. And then we have these lines here. Oops. Don't want that. Let's do this. Let's change it. Path. Still horizon. Horizon intersects with this character here. So I'm wondering if maybe this character is of special importance in the horizon. This could be John and Mary, who are in an embrace, both in an embrace with Christ, which further emphasizes the diagonal line here. So to me, excuse me, this composition is meant to emphasize how Christ had given like a command to the Apostle John and his mother Mary to now be related, so he says before dying, Mother, this is your son John. John, this is your mother Mary. Right? So to me, that's what it's supposed to represent. So the lines are emphasizing this scenario, this story. And I'm just noticing something here. So you could say that the composition is like this. Right? So that's the half here. Okay. I can do that. So my forefront skills are rusty. I should be able to make an arc. Yeah. I'm also using my left hand, so I'm a little bit lost. So kind of like that, right? There's a lot of ways of looking at this composition. It's just a lot going on. This line is also strong here. This Christ body, right? Okay. Let's look at another one. I'll check the chat just in case someone else is up at crazy hour here. Of course they aren't. They're normal people that like sleep. going to grayscale. And this one is super interesting. From what I'm seeing here, bear with me. See this, see this. Just hang on. Let's see. This is cool. And then this. You're starting to see it. Is that not a bearded man? With a mustache? Roughly. You seen that? So, to me, that's clear. We also got other compositional elements, which is the horizon line, and then center line, which is also a cross, which is appropriate for the subject. He also tends to place these figures in the corners on, I think it's to could have. Oops. Where's that? Well, anyway, he's putting these figures top that kind of prevent the eye from escaping. It keeps the composition contained. Whereas if you're putting negative space there, the eye might. It keeps the eye moving within this circular composition. Now, it seems to me that the center beam of the cross is leading down here, which could be his mother, right? I feel that there's probably some visual clues that are not obvious to us because we're not absorbed, we're not immersed into like the iconic language of the day, symbolic language. All their halos are a bit different, so it kind of feels like that's maybe a code as to who's who, which characters, which we can know that these two female characters here this character, this one. What's going on here? What if I do this? There we go. This one, this one. We know they're not married because they're not wearing a cloak. But this character, or this character, no, it's not a cloak. What is it? Is it a veil? What's the name? So it's one of these two characters that is the Holy Mother. You could argue that this one's the Holy Mother here because her veil is more ornate, or this one's the Holy Mother because she's higher up in the composition. Very complex compositions for sure, especially due to having to arrange all the elements to indicate a face. Right, let's look at another one. So this one this one is also, oops, do that. Left-handed is tough, man. So, oh, is this the same one? Oh, this is the same one. Alright. So let's go. There's two similar with the hidden face. So this one might be the other one here. No, this one's different. There's definitely two compositions in that book that have the hidden face in it. Actually, let's not do that yet. Okay. We did this one. I took the picture multiple times, I guess. Well, this one's not a repeat for sure. Yeah, so this is the other one with the face, hidden face in it. So there's two like that. This one crushes off to the side. It's almost like a crop of the other one. Crop of the other composition. But yeah, you should be able to tell if you squint. But I'll help you out. I think I can freehand here. Yikes. Okay. And then it's pretty messy the way I'm drawing this, but you get the general idea. Right? Eyes, eyebrows, nose, like a mustache, a mouth, and the beard around. Okay. Should be able to select all of them. There. Oh, pushing the wrong button. So yeah. So, and the same thing here at the top. He places a figure so that your eye doesn't leave in negative space. So I'm looking at this as like kind of panel composition possibilities. So these are things to remember, right? So there's a way of containing the eye within a panel. I see the figures. This face is mirrored by this face here, again in the corner, and yeah. So this is a way, if you want to lead the eye into the next panel, you could possibly leave this corner or this edge here free of figures, and then place elements, compositional elements, subjects of the piece in the other areas, so that the eye naturally flows where you want it to flow. I'll do another one. So these are interesting. So there's a series of these, like kind of the Passion of Christ. And what he's doing here is he's giving like a hint as to what's really going on. So Christ is being flogged here. Just change up the color. So there's the flogging of Christ. So that's one orientation, but you look at the compositional elements, all the figures are go across here, the faces. So those are points of interest. A strong line pointing towards Christ. Right? Which represents the cross. So there's a message being delivered there. There's a lot of these as well, these arches. And I feel that these represent something that we in the modern day aren't completely aware of what's going on. A lot of these arches. And even though there's still a diagonal here, to me there's still a diagonal. So a lot of diagonals. I wonder if it's like composition split up in thirds. It's like the rule of thirds, where you divide up your composition in thirds, but the thirds are diagonal 1. So you got 1/3, second third, final third. places, areas of interest in these 2/3 here. There's thirds divided this way, but it's not perfect thirds. Obviously the center. I'm not too sure. Alright, last one. So this one's got a diagonal straight away, I can see. Straight down here. And we've got Christ's cross. Got another diagonal here. Now you could argue these are thirds as well, right? First third. No. First third, second third, fourth third. What? Fourth third? Final third. I need another coffee. Can't count thirds. I'm seeing this here. So there's kind of not any figures. All the figures are contained in the bottom 2/3. The rest is architecture here. So it makes the then what I'm seeing is that all the points of interest are in this area here. So it's not entirely obvious composition, but I should say it's not following the rules you would expect it to follow, like stuff that I learned in graphic design school. But it has a language, it has a coherence, right? Instead of like just placing things the way it's planned. Each of these is planned. So that's something I'll have to do, right, in my panel layouts, is put a little bit more planning in issue 3 of Spirit Girl, more planning in composition of each panel and the page in general, instead of like expediency. Try to push a little bit further to tighten up the compositions. So we just did 40 minutes, not even 40 minutes of studying Albrecht Durer. This one here. And how much I learned. So much, right? So studying the masters is the way to go. Alright. I actually announced that I was suspending the stream, so it makes sense that nobody came to this stream. I did this impromptu. But some people might watch this after the fact, so thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day. Bye bye.